Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back on Level 1 for you. And guys, if there's one person on this planet Earth that tap dances on my nerves, it's Don Lesbian. Or shall I say...
Lesbians.
That's right, guys. Don Lesbian. This guy is so full of crap, guys. He's so full of crap. He's such a goof. He's such a knucklehead, a moron, a
Beta.
Come on, dude. Nothing good ever comes out of his mouth. He is kicked off of CNN, right? And he acts like he's 10 times more important than he actually is. Who watches this guy? And even his YouTube, there's just interviews of him getting clowned over and over and over again. Well, guys, the other day, Don Lesbian really said some really stupid stuff, right? About white men. About how you white guys are the problem and what's wrong with you. And guys, guess what? He's married to a white guy. Absolutely insane. What an absolute joke. What a dunderhead. What a
Beta man.
Come on, dude. So guys, we'll actually look at what he said, and then there's a couple of content creators where I'll show you their response. You know what I'm saying? Because it's pretty funny. So guys, we'll get into this. Before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment, share the video. Guys, I have a second channel called 501-304s. That is linked in the description. Go and check that out. And join my Discord. Check out the playlist at the end. I'm offering memberships now. So guys, hit the join button because I'd appreciate that because memberships help the channel out. Thanks to all you members, man. Great way to support the channel. And guys, let's get into this.
White men, something is broken. Something is cracked deep inside when so many of you believe the answer to fear, to loss, to change is violence.
Look at that.
Are you listening to me? I hope I'm saying it loud enough for the people in the back.
Well, this is very interesting to me, coming from Don Lemon, who screams about race at every chance he gets. I don't like to be racially profiled, just as much as a black person probably doesn't like to be racially profiled. Here's the thing. As a white male, I don't resort to violence. I've never been violent to anybody in my whole life. And guess what? I have a lot of black friends, a lot of black male friends who have never been violent to anybody in their life. So how about Don Lemon cut the shit and stop using race for everything? Violence in our country is not due to one race or another. It's due to people being sick in the head and being crazy and being psychotic, no matter what color or what race you are. At the end of the day, violence is a personal choice. Have an option to be violent. My friends have an option to be violent. We don't take it. And it doesn't matter what race we are.
Look at that, guys. See? See? Now, guys, look at these comments. This person says, wait 1 minute. He's married to a white man. Ding, ding, ding. Someone says, exactly. LOL, married to the alleged problem. Isn't it funny how all these wokey wokes do the same thing? Ilhan Omar, Kamala Harris, right? You know what I mean? All of them are, oh, white men are the problem. White men are dangerous. But they all go home to one. And guys, let's be honest. We all know what. I mean... Don Lesbian, he experiences white male violence all the time. I mean, we all know what him and his husband do. I think what his husband does to him is like the most violent thing that a white dude could do to him. God. Look, guys, this person says, I'm not white, but I'm sick and tired of this ish. Anybody who's white, this is absolute racism. It's time for all of you to speak up like this man. I promise you, you will not be alone. Facts. Person says, I thought he was married to or dated white men. Look at that. Someone says Lemon is, yeah, and his partner's white. Yeah. Absolutely insane. Clown world.
The newest racist claim out of Don Lemon's mouth is apparently white men are lazy and stupid.
White men, what the fuck is wrong with you? But you're too dumb to even realize that because you're lazy and sitting in front of a computer or a phone and you're just eating it up. Oh, my God. Look at what they're doing. all of a sudden my heritage is going to be over, that I want to live in a country where white kids go to white schools and white people marry each other. What is wrong with that? I want to grow up in the country that my great grandfather grew up in. That country doesn't exist anymore, asshole.
Donnie boy, are you forgetting that you're completely married to a white man? Now I understand why the liberals continue to accuse me of hating my own kind. That's why I'm conservative. Clearly, the fact that Don Lemon is openly claiming that white men are dumb and stupid, and the husband's completely okay with it, is probably because he hates his own race. Being the Marxist Democrats that they are, they'll always accuse others of what they truly do. The funny thing is, he's talking about how white men don't realize that they're stupid for claiming that they just want to marry within white people, which is kind of funny. It's like they're always talking about identity politics and not realizing their own hypocrisy. I seem to remember that a lot of you guys promote Black excellence, Black run businesses, Black couples. And just know it's not just Black people. Like, I've heard Asian ran companies, Asian couples, just promoting marrying within your race shows how much pride you have for your culture. And then somehow you're here sitting that if a white person wants to marry another white person, they're dumb and lazy for wanting that. I mean, seriously, Democrats, you guys need a whole new game plan, because this whole identity politics bullcrap, it's blowing up in your guys' faces. We're all seeing the hypocrisy of it. We're all seeing the ridiculousness of it. And we're all seeing that you guys are the racist ones.
It's true, guys. And guys, there is nothing wrong with it, right? If you're Black and you say, hey, look, I would prefer that my son and daughters marry Black, I have no problem with it. If you're Asian and you say, hey, I'm Vietnamese and I would prefer that my daughter marries a Vietnamese guy, nothing wrong with that. And guess what, guys? If you're white and you say, hey, you know what? I would prefer that my grandkids look like me. Or, hey, if I have kids, I want them to look like me. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely insane. And guys, I've never heard keeping America American based on race. I've heard it based on culture, yes. A lot of people don't want to bring in people who don't want to assimilate to our culture. Look at the UK. Bringing in people from areas where there's a lot of sand who don't align with Western values, right? And now it's friggin' crazy over there. And you expect us Americans to put up with the same thing? Come on, man.
Shit.
Guys, we aren't having it. We are not having it. Guys, if you are a legal citizen, you are fine. If you assimilate into our culture, you are fine. You are fine. But making it based on race, most people don't even really think about race when it actually comes to the illegal issue. Guys, they've had Asian illegals getting deported. They've had Hispanics getting deported. They've had Eastern Europeans getting deported. What are you talking about? But this whole, you white guys, and Don Lesbian's married to a white guy. Absolutely insane. Look at these comments here. Someone says, why is he talking about his husband like that? Someone says, but he's effing a white man. Someone says, who still listens to Don Lesbian? Facts. Someone says, Dawn, Serena Williams married a white man. Look at that, guys. Absolutely insane. Clown world.
Don Lemon consistently blames America's problems on white men, all while being married to a white man. I think I'll give that a big fat Angela's right.
Look at that, guys. See? Short and sweet. Right? Don Lesbian's an absolute joke, and he should be ashamed of himself. Anyone that thinks Don Lesbian has anything positive to do, wants to make any meaningful change, or has any good intentions,
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Don Lesbian couldn't even make it on CNN, for crying out loud. I mean, that's sad. Now he's trying to do his YouTube thing and his streaming. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but anyone worth their salt usually goes from one network to the other. If you're so insufferable, right? Or it's either that or left-wing media is just crashing and burning so bad since the election, right? They're cooked, guys. Absolutely cooked. Look at that. Someone says he's right. It's not him Just like white men in general, he's calling out the issues. Please. Look at that. Don Lemon's a freaking joke. Yep. Someone says he's part of the problem. He does whatever he's told to do by the left, and he gets paid. Look at that. Absolutely. This guy says maybe he has internalized guilt and resentment for being dominated by a white man. But alright, you guys. Once again, Don Lemon, he's a joke. He's zesty AF. And he thinks he's more important than he really is. But alright, guys. I appreciate you. Have a good one.